Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, I can. Gee, well.
Got you loud and clear.
What's good, fam? What's good? I was starting to wonder. I was like, ain't nobody want to talk tonight? So let me start all over. I'm so super excited about this call. We're going to give it about 1 more minute for everybody to get back on. If you just state your name and where your call is from. Just come on in, state your name, and let us know where you're calling from.
I need somebody to be muted because I barely heard ISIS right there. But I'm from Atlanta.
Welcome to the call, Ray. Welcome to the call. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the call. Can you guys please state your name and let us know where you're calling from?
Ginger Dunn, calling from Las Vegas. What up, team? Hey,
let's go. Welcome back, Ginger. Welcome back. Welcome to the call. Please, welcome to the call. You guys state your name and let us know where you're calling from.
Jennifer from St. Louis.
Jennifer from St. Louis. Let's go. Welcome to the call. Please go ahead, come off mute, state your name. We're going to be getting started here in 30 seconds.
Autumn from Atlanta, Georgia.
Let's go from the ATL. Welcome.
J Boss from the STL.
Let's go, J Boss from St. Louis. J Boss, you definitely need to get up with Jennifer and have a study session. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and dive in. We got somebody else?
Yeah, Aldo from New York.
Let's go, Aldo. Looking fresh, man. What's going on? I miss your face. How you doing?
Good.
Great.
Grateful to be here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you on here, man. So you guys, we're going to go ahead and dive in. Shout out to all of our new members. We do this call every Monday at 8 o'clock, you guys, not unless otherwise posted. I am on tour right now, but I am doing my best to plan stuff according so I can make sure I give you guys value on this call. So if you're just coming in, please mute your line. There's a lot of feedback in the back. You know the drill, you guys. So I know that you guys have been making money. The G12 chat group has been lighting up. I kind of want to open it up with personal testimonies and just kind of want to hear some of you guys' results from some of the trading that we've been doing. So I'm going to open the floor up for you guys to just kind of share, if you made profit today and how that felt. Don't act shy now. I see y'all dropping the money. The money. Oh, I'm back on again. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't know what's going on. Mercury retrograde, full moon, like communication is just all over the place, you guys. So I lost you again, but I'm back. So I just want to mute the line really quick and open it up for anybody who wants to share their testimony off some trades they took today.
Yo, can you hear me? Yes, it's Tony. I made like $50 on US 30 today.
That's my boo, US 30, yes. Yo, congratulations, man. Keep that money up for sure. Shout out to Tony, you guys. Tony hit Platinum 1000, you guys. I want y'all to come off mute and share some noise for Tony. Mr. Tony Wealthy, you guys.
Oh, Mr. Chairman.
Tony.
Hey, go Tony.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Yes. That just warms my heart, Tony. Definitely. I gotta watch out. You sneaking up on me, man. Hold up. No.
Hey, it's helping you though.
For sure. So anybody else want to share any trading results?
Well, I was there.
You a little low, J Boss. Say it with your ancestors' chest. Hold on, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, J Boss. It's like you muffle underwater. Put it in the chat group, J Boss. We're gonna congratulate you from the Chizat. Anybody else really quick wanna kind of share before we look at some charts? All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and dive into the lesson today. So we're gonna look at and we're gonna open it up for questions, for trading questions, because I know some people probably have some questions on the basic. Now, here's the thing. This is where I want you guys to ask your question, because you don't want to suffer in silence. And if you're just coming in, please be coachable, mute your phones. You don't want to suffer in silence, right? And what do I mean by that? I mean, sitting in the corner, like, I know I have questions, but I'm afraid to ask them. Like, keeping that type of mindset is going to keep you in this place where you're not going to learn, right? This is a very loving, friendly environment. Everybody's always willing to help and, reach out to support. So, definitely don't be afraid to ask for that help, you guys. All right. So we were in a couple of trades. I know we got Zinger Squad on here, John Squad, Noble Squad. So me and my squad Sunday, we have marked up some charts and kind of woke up in profit today. So I'm just gonna go over some of the charts that we marked up using the break retest trade strategy. And as we come here, we see that the market did break through, it retest, and I'm expecting this thing to drop back down, steal some more. This is gold. Right? Let me see. Let me go back on the 4-hour chart and just see. Where do I want it to go? Oh, 30 pips down. Hold on. So what we've been doing with the break retest trade strategy, or better known as price trap, you guys, is we've been entering on the break and retest on a 15-minute chart. So this one is still setting up. It's it already did the retest, but we're just waiting for it to come down. I still would kind of watch it because gold's a little tricky, so I would wait to the next candle to see if it's going to form up red to drop back down for our 30 pips. Because remember, that's all we need is 30 pips. And to be honest, 30 pips is like this little line right there. That's nothing, right? So we just want to watch the next candle. So that one's still setting up. We're in a couple. This one's right here. Now, what are we waiting for this one to do? Anybody just come off mute and tell me, what are we waiting for this one to do?
To break the zone.
Hey, this is you're cutting in and out.
I think that's you cutting in and out. Did anybody else hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Loud and clear on my end.
Yeah, that's you, Ray.
I got the robot voices.
We waiting on it to break the zone.
There you go.
Nicest.
There you go. So we're only waiting.
It might be his connection, because I know sometimes when I'm have a bad connection, they'll go in and out or sound like a robot.
Got you. And make sure you guys keep your phones muted now unless you're actually talking, because somebody keeps coming off mute and there's a lot of kids in the back turning up. So yes, we are waiting for price to do three things. It's either gonna break up, come back down, and let me tell you something, you guys. Don't expect to learn this strategy just watching it on these Monday sessions or just watching it now. You have to actually take the time, energy, and effort to go over to, I think it was Nick today. Nick was like, yo, I was just binge watching Christopher Derrick or whatever strategy that you use, or whichever, because I know certain mentors use certain strategies, but whatever, IML TV, if it's on right, or if it's Christopher Derrick, whoever, make sure that you are literally like indulging in it. I think Nick today told me, he was like, yeah, I just was watching them back to back, because that's the only way you're going to be able to understand it, you guys. And right now, Christopher Derrick is actually working on having like a Price Trap Academy. I don't know really what's going on, but it hasn't happened yet. So like what I really do is I just watch his videos over and over. Now he does have a prerequisite. What does that mean, Isis? That means you would need to at least be very grounded in your support and resistance. That video in Academy, know what the lot sizes are, how to calculate pips, and your stop loss. I don't know if I said it already, but you wanna know those kind of like key factors, because that's what you need to know when you're about to enter this market is, your take profit, your stop loss, the support and resistance, how to calculate pips, and know what lots you're using. So this is the I am, dot center, and you basically would just go here, you go to your library, and then you would find Christopher Derrick, click on his picture. And if you can't watch it live, it's okay. But don't let that be an excuse of, oh, I can't make any of his. Well, watch it recorded. That's why we have it, okay, you guys? So let me get back into it really quick. So yes, we're waiting for this thing to break above. That's one thing. Or it can stay in this trap or break down to the downside. Now, what Christopher Derrick recommend is, like I said, that you look for the break on the 15 and enter on the 15, right? So once I start to see it bust through my floor or my ceiling, I'm going to be looking at the 15-minute chart to look for my retest to enter. So that one's still setting up. This one looks like it's about to break through. So keep your eyes, if you're taking notes, start to keep your eyes on Euro CAD, because it definitely looks like it's about to break to the upside. Somebody's drawing on my thing, right? So it definitely looks like it's going to break to the upside. And I'll drop this in the group, don't worry. This one, I don't know what I was doing here. I think I had to remark it up or something. This one's going to have to be remarked up. It kind of did it broke through. Let me see. It broke through, but it hasn't did an official retest yet. Right? It hasn't really did an official retest. Like, it retested a little bit, but look at that. It didn't shoot up much. So if we would have gotten this trade based off this green candle, that's only about 16 pips. And then let me see if it would have hit our stop loss. So if we would have entered right there, yeah, it would already have hit our stop loss. Let me tell you guys, a little trick that I do sometimes is, if you're going for 30 pips a day, what I'll do is I'll do 15 for one trade, wait till it's closed all the way out, and then enter on another trade on 15 pips. Because sometimes it doesn't always make it to 30 pips, but by golly, it definitely makes it about 10 to 15 pips. So that's just a little trick that I did before, is like, if you're worried about it not going all the way to 30 pips, come into one, make sure it closes out first, because remember, we don't want to over leverage, because if you're doing one of them for 3% and then you got in again on another one without it closing up, in all actuality that's 4%, not 3%. So that's just a little cheat code, you guys. So I'm gonna have you guys mark up some charts too, so don't worry, so we can just test your knowledge. We'll open it up for questions and we'll watch some videos too. So this class is intended to be like an hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours. How I'm feeling today is probably going to be like an hour and 30 minutes. So if you guys look at this one, it broke through. Look at that. It broke through our ceiling. Remember, we wanted to break through our ceiling or break through our floor. And so it broke through our ceiling. You see how it retests? Retest just means like a pullback, you guys. See it like being like a please mute your line, please mute your line. See it like being a like a boomerang, or like a slingshot. Is pulling back a little bit. So when you hear the word retest, it's also considered like a pullback. The market's pulling back a little bit to the previous level where it broke out from, and then boom, we would have caught all of this. I mean, this is over 30 pips. I mean, this one all the way up. This one all the way up to, this is the Zanzibar dollar. Let me see how this is. 30. It would have been 143, I think, or it could be 1400. Don't quote me. I still have to learn the pip count on it, but I definitely know right here is 30 pips. Excuse me. I got in the trade earlier, like right there. So we would have already had this. So now it will be a good time to, come in here and mark this one back up. Since we already took the money for it, we'll be waiting on the next move, you guys. And I'm going to open it up for questions. I know we got some new people in here, and you're probably like, whoa. So this one's still setting up. Odd Chef. This one already went down. Y'all see the clear break and retest. Let me open it up. Remember, we do our ceiling and our floor. That's all we're doing. It's a ceiling and the floor, waiting for it to break up top or break down the bottom. So if we come down here, you can see it's really small, but this whole candle has broke through completely the floor. Then it came back for the retest. Let's see if we would have made our 30 pips. So this one came down about 17 pips, retest again, and then trade it back again for another about 20 pips. So this one was a little tricky, but you didn't hit your stop loss yet, because if you would have entered on this red candle, your stop loss is way up here. So in all actuality, this trade is still working. So whether you would have entered in on this candle or entered on this candle, the market is still working. Our take profit is down here, and it never hit our stop loss. Our stop loss is way up here. So we're still in the clear on that one. I think there was just two more, you guys. Let me see. S&P 5 is still working. EJ is still working. This one was really like trippy. Yeah, this one is still working. 15 pips. But it's not even close to your stop loss. Like your stop loss is way up here. So we have time for it to do this. So if y'all in this, we're still in this one. And last but not least, GA. So GA, clear definition. Remember, I was telling you guys that sometimes it'll retest. So for example, if you would have got in on this one, from here to here was 30 pips. Then it came back down and retest again to the same level, and then we could have got in again if you missed the first entry, and we already would have hit our 30 pips. You guys, look at that. That's 48 pips. So this basically had two entries. You could have got in right here, or you could have got in right here, you guys. So let's go ahead and before I bring you guys up to mark up some charts, let's open it up for questions, because I had a couple people I had some one-on-ones with who had questions about buys versus sales and different things. So I just want to open that up for you guys.
On the last, when the first green candle, did I catch that right? Went up. No, I think I'm saying it wrong, but bring me along. I don't mind. You were talking about you went up and then you retested, and then your first go around, it looked like 30 pips, and it went back down. Were able to come back up. Was there a what do they call it? Not a stop loss. The take profit. Is that how come you didn't lose any money, or am I using the wrong term?
Amazing question, amazing question. So your stop loss is what protects you from losing all of your money. When you put your stop loss in, you're still going, if it hits your stop loss, it's only going to be 3% of your account. So like, for example, if you had a trained eye, you would have seen it broke through, and then you would have been like, you know what, here goes the retest right here. Because it doesn't always retest back here sometimes. But if you have a sharp eye for it, you're like, okay, here's the retest. And then you would have seen this green candle right here, which is your entry. So you would have entered, and all the way up to here, was your 30 pips. So that's the first time you could have entered the market. Your stop loss would have been all the way down here. It never even made it, right? So let's just say you missed this entry. Well, you see it came down again. It pulled back, right? It didn't touch it all the way, but that's good enough. It pulled back. So then you could have entered right here where this green candle is. Rolled it up, rolled it up, rolled it up, rolled it up. And it goes 30 pips right there. So that's what I mean. And your stop loss would have been 30 pips back and never even got close to it.
Okay. I said it all, but I appreciate that so much. So you saw the green candle go up, and then it retested on the red, and then the next green candle went up, right? So if you missed that, what I was asking was, I didn't know how to ask it. When that second green candle went up, right? If I'd gotten in on a trade for that, and then it went back down, do you protect your profit right there with a take profit, or am I using the wrong thing at the wrong time?
Yeah, so that's what I was just trying to explain to you. It's called a stop loss. So if you would have came in right here on this green candle, you get your measuring stick that's down here, look to my left, you come in, wherever you're going to enter in, you always measure up 30 pips. That's your take profit. If it didn't go in your favor on your MetaTrader 4, you would go 30 pips down because you want a 30 for 30. So you would put your stop loss right here, which is this white line. Did it ever make it here based off of this candle? Did it go to this line first up here, or it went down here first?
Went up first.
Yes, so it would have never ever touched your stop loss. You would have cashed out right here.
Okay, get cashed out there with a take profit?
Yes, the take profit means take. Yes, take profit.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Take profit means take your money. Stop loss means you're putting in your risk factor. You're putting in your risk.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Another good way to remember it is get you some flashcards and write in red, like stop loss means, stop, and then take profit. Because like when you look at your MetaTrader 4, the red line is for your stop loss. The green line is for your take profit. So how I told my mother to remember is I say, hey, look, when you're at a stoplight, you stop and it's red. So that's where you put your stop loss at, Mom. And then I said, look, when you on the light and it's green, you know to go. And basically go is go, like take your profit. So I got her get some sticky notes and some flashcards so she can remember the difference between take profit and stop loss. And also Miss Love Key has some flashcards that she does for people where she already took it upon herself and made flashcards for people to learn. So I think she does that off donation base or something. So definitely Love Key, drop your information in all the groups so people can have these cards. All right, you guys, that was a good question. That was an amazing question. Anybody else have any other questions? Any questions, Scotty? Just watching. I'm over here with Sunshine and our new community member, Mr. Paul. So they're actually getting the first hand. So I'm asking them, but you good, Paul? You got any questions?
Yeah, I'm good for it.
You good?
I just got to go back and do that flashcards.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anybody else have any other questions? No questions, a dumb question.
I got some questions.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm trying to what's some advice you can give when trying to reformat the support and resistance of your chart? Because on TradingView you can move the lines and whatnot to move and the support and resistance after it's passed and whatnot. Do you have any tips for that?
Yeah, so for example, this has already played out, right? So
right.
We're gonna reset it. So we're just gonna we're gonna reset it. You just do it, really, to be honest. So look, so right here, we're gonna go ahead and remark it up. So we're gonna make our new ceiling, right? We're gonna make our new ceiling. Then we're going to get ready to make our new floor. So you just reset it. That's all you do. You just slightly move them up into a new location because it already played out.
Right. Like my support, it's still like one of the, like, I'm looking at the euro yen pair.
Okay.
And like my resistance is still pretty high. But like, and it's in the price trap now. But like, that's after I had to you know, change the support.
Can we see your screen? Can you share your screen so we can check it out?
I wouldn't mind. Just give me a second, and I got you. I gotta switch to over the laptop.
Okay, cool. So when you go ahead and set that up, I'm gonna go ahead and take the next question while you set that up. Okay, and just let me know when you're ready. All right, you guys. Any other questions? I don't know if we got Phyllis on here. I know Phyllis had some questions about buying versus selling.
Can you show us how to make a ceiling and a floor?
Yeah,
real quick?
I was just.
Amazing. Yes, I sure can. So what I do is the market is currently right here. Is everybody into agreement? How do you know the market's right here, Isis? Because it's the only candle right here that's forming. If you look over to my right, you see where it says 28 minutes and 42 seconds. That's basically meaning that in 28 minutes, a whole brand new candle is going to be formed. This is going to be finished forming, no matter what size it is. It's all of these represent an hour. So what I do, oh, I thought somebody said something. So what I do is, you can always back test it. That's what I'm gonna go over too, so y'all can know. But what I normally do is and you really have to watch Christopher Derrick, bro. I think this is my brother, Darshan, right?
Yes, this is ours.
Got you. Yeah, cause like I said, like I learn more from like just watching Christopher Derrick. So I'm really doing my best to like explain where you put the lines at, cause it's just more of a just doing. So I'm really doing my best to explain it. So y'all work with me. So here's what market currently is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the next highest candles, right? I'm gonna put it about right there. This one, this candle. Yes, I could have put it right there too. Let me see. I could put it right there too. Because here we are, and the next level of high candles are these, right?
Yep.
So basically what you're looking at also is just support and resistance. Like, where is the market rejecting the most off of certain zones, right? Because here's the thing with this strategy. You have to mark this thing up. You just can't expect to just be like, I get it now. Like, you have to mark this bad boy up and retest it and keep doing it over and over again. Now, let me tell you why I picked this area. So, like I said, this is where the market currently is. So I went back to the left and I found the next high level of candles. And then what I did is I kind of stuck stuck the candle on top of the body. Let me make it bigger. Okay, let me make it bigger. Y'all see the body of this little cute candle? I kind of put it like right there. And then what I did is all of this stuff in the inside, all these wicks and stuff right here, I kind of like put the next level of my ceiling on top. And then I take it originally is a paintbrush, but when you click on it, you're looking for the rectangle. And then I come and I patch up my ceiling because we don't want no water leaking on our head, right? Now what I do is I put my floor on. Well, let's go back in the past and see why I picked this area. So let's go back a little bit more. Might even do 4 hour chart. And I don't even gotta go really that far back. I actually just use that area right there. So when we look at this, you guys, where I currently marked it up, You can see that the market was moving, la 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 la. Then it tried to break through this double lines. Y'all see that? It tried to, but it couldn't. It shriveled back down. So it got knocked down. La 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 la. Market's moving, market's moving. Look, it tried to break through this area again. It couldn't. It got knocked down. Right? It tried to move, but it couldn't. It got back down. So now we're moving, we're moving, we're moving. Finally, it broke back, retest, right? And it's getting stuck around this area, needless to say. So this area is a strong level of support and resistance because they're the same thing at the end of the day. But this is just a strong market zone level where we want to see price break above this, because obviously it struggles when it comes in this area. Yes, it broke through it a little bit, but it didn't make no outstanding move. Like, it still got caught up in here, right? So that's why I put it here, because I want price to break this area, right? So now I'm going to look for my floor. And so let me just see. So now I'm going to look for the next, this is where I was. So now I'm going to look for my next level of lowest candles, right? Which is going to be, let me zoom up on this one right here. 1 second. Let me see where I want to do this. Let me see. I'm going to explain. Just give me 1 second. I'm checking out my zones. I want to put it. Yeah, that's a good zone. So here we are right here. Remember, we did the highest. Now we're going to look for the lowest candles to the same left, which is going to be this candle right here. This area is our lowest area, right? So what am I doing? I'm coming over here. I'm grabbing a horizontal line, which is this bad boy right here. I'm putting it on the body of that red and green candle. Let me make it bigger so y'all can see. Okay, I'm putting it on the body, right? Then I'm going to get another one, and I'm going to put it right there where that wick is. Hold on. Right here where this wick is, right? Then I'm going to go, what am I going to do next, y'all? Now that I got these two pieces on here. Color it in, right? Okay, Sunshine said color it in. So yes, I'm going to go ahead. Yep, I'm going to put that. Yep, I'm going to put that cement right on our floor so we won't fall through. Right? Okay. So let's back test it. What does back testing mean, Isis? That means we go back in the past and we kind of just look to see how the market react to this area. So as we go back, okay, we see that this is a zone where price likes to reverse. Because as you can see before in the past, it broke through, it retested, it traded. It broke through, it traded. So this is the area where price either breaks and retests or it gets stuck. Look at it. You see how I was playing around with this area? It's playing around. Look, you can go back even further. It's still playing around, like it won't officially break all the way. So that lets me know that this is a strong level I want to see price break through, because it struggled so much in the past. So I want to see it break through the bottom before I even get in this trade, you guys. So now it's gonna take you watching Christopher Derrick a couple of times to just watch where he marks the lines up. That's the best way I can explain it. And every day I'm getting better at explaining it. But it's easier for me just to do it, you know. So let me ask some of my top leaders that's doing this strategy. I got Zach on the phone.
No, but I'm ready to share my screen.
Okay.
I'll hold off until like we finish off with this example.
Okay, amazing. Y'all got Love Q in here?
Yes, I'm here, Isis.
All right, Miss Love Q. Now let me ask you, is this how you would have put your ceiling on here?
Yes.
This is exactly where you would have put yours, right?
Yes.
Amazing, 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 amazing. So this is how you would set it up, Ray. Whenever it's finished, you just reset it up. This is what we did. This is our strategy. We've been using Paul, and we've been going really quick, you guys. We've been going to when you log into your IM website, because I know you already finished all of the academy. So what you'll be doing, Paul, is going to the go live.
Okay.
Right here, and then you'll be looking for Christopher Derrick, this gentleman right here. So how you click on his stuff is you will go all the way to the bottom. And this is for anybody that doesn't know. This comes after you finish your academy. You'll go here, and then if you can't watch it live because you're asleep, because he comes on at like 2 o'clock in the morning, you can always go down and watch some of his recordings. Okay, so that's how you'll get to that. So keep in mind, I do know that each mentor, Zindra and John, I think, and Noble, you guys may do a slightly different strategy than the Generation 12 group. But whatever your mentor tells you to look at, make sure after you finish the academy that you go to that desired educator to get the sauce. But as far as Generation 12 goes, we're focusing solely on price trap. So, all right, Ray, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen so you can see what you got going on.
All right, give me 1 second. What is it? Where I get it at? Okay. Let me right here. So like this is what I was talking about. You back test it, and I've noticed that's what I'm gonna have to start doing a bit more, because like a couple of my questions were, should I redo it? Should I update it to like the closest to the end, or should I just leave it to where it is?
Got you. So, if you want to play with it, right? Because this is all experiment to see. You could move that green line all the way down to where that red candle is, and that blue, like your current candle. So yeah, grab that, go down, pull it down, pull it down, pull it down, pull it down. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep on going. Right, you're almost there. Bam. And what I would do is I'll make that line lighter so it's not so thick, so you actually can see like the body of it. So if you click on that green line, and you go to settings, there you go. Yeah, make it a little bit thinner. Okay. Did it do it? Cool. Now you can kind of see a little better. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. Now go ahead and put that other one on top so you can close up your ceiling. We don't want nobody falling through the roof trying to sue you, right?
Right. I don't have the money to pay them.
Not yet. Okay.
You trade and you will.
Yeah.
No, y'all don't feel me. I will never have the money to pay them. I'm trying to keep all my money to myself.
Right, I agree with that one.
I got you.
I got you.
Right.
I feel it now. I feel it.
Build.
Exactly.
Okay, and that looks amazing. Now let's back test it. Let's go back in the future and see how that. Well, let's go ahead and put our put the cement on there, Ray. Now you just said you ain't want to pay for nobody, and you ain't got the cement on your roof.
I don't never put the cement on. I just run it like this.
You know, it makes it easier. It do
What's
make
up
it
with the
easier on the
cement?
eyes. It make it easier on the eyes when you do have that ceiling in there because it highlights.
Okay.
Yeah, it highlights the inside.
Give me a second. Let me zoom in.
You see what it highlights?
Yeah, he gonna highlight this whole green area. You're gonna see he dragging his yeah, you see how he got that orange or that yeah, I think that's that orange, yeah.
Hold up. Oh.
Yeah, the more you use it, the more easier it gets when you're marking it up. And I learned a little trick too from Christopher Derrick. If you click on the okay, hold on, Ray. Click on the circle down there where you can change the color. Click on your settings button, the little wheel. Yeah, go over. Yep, click that. Now, what you can do is go to coordinates, go into is that, I think is that, yeah, erase that and put in 1 0 0 0 0 0 0, like just a whole bunch of zeros, 0 0 0, and then hit OK. And well, what it was supposed to do was extend these the CNET for you. Maybe I gotta see on mine. I'm gonna check on mine.
You have to make it a negative.
Oh, negative. That's what it is. Okay, I knew it was something.
One don't know the reason, yeah.
Yeah. That's why we get. Yeah, that's why we get on these calls. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So it's basically 15K.
Who
Nope.
said?
Made the top number negative, the bottom number positive.
Okay. We're gonna do it on mine real quick. But let's just I'm gonna play around on mine. But yeah, just put it on there the regular way, and then we'll get on mine and see what's cracking.
No problem. Gotta fill in the floor too. Give me a second.
When nobody walking and fall through that floor.
Right.
Ain't that time you paying nobody, Ray. So as you guys do this more and more, you're gonna be able to just like maneuver like real swiftly through it as you learn to do it. He was like, forget that, I'm gonna do it right now. I just remember here doing 0 0 0 0. Oh, it did it. I think. Yeah, it filled it in. See that? You didn't have to stretch it across. Amazing. Now let's get rid of some of this noise. Click on that stuff in the volume, your volume. You see how you got those candles? It's like green and red and green and red. Click on that. Because we can delete that. Yeah, click. And then I think it's like a right click maybe. I don't know what kind of computer you got.
HP. Give me a second. All right. Hi.
Yeah.
Under Euro JPY.
Yeah. Okay, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. So yeah, let's look back in the past and let's see how price acts on that bottom and that top line. Okay. It's definitely a good zone where it comes down. Okay, it broke right there. Retest.
This is hours too, so maybe I need to go back to like days.
No.
All right.
Right there. I'm just thinking that it looks like. What you think, Miss Love Keita? He needs to pull. Let me see. Go back present. No, you can't pull it down any further. No, actually, that looks good because you can't pull it down any further because that's what price is. Okay, make it bigger a little quick. Make it like bigger, like open it up.
Okay, let me
Yeah, the plus. The plus makes it bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I can still see that it is a nice, decent size. We just been up above it basically, because there's been conversation.
Yes, it has been conversation. You're right, Ray. So let's just bring it down to where we are so we can see what's going on.
Okay. I'm trying to get there.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this is where we are currently. So yes, this is a good zone, Ray. So now it's even trapped even more. So we'll be waiting for it to break above or break below. That looks
I
good.
want to say, yeah, I want to say break above, but like it could also go below as well.
Yeah. You never know yet, but I want you guys to know the more it stays inside the trap, imagine it being like a coral. Like it's really like just winding up, winding up, winding up, and ready for that, ready for it to either shoot up or shoot down. So that was amazing, Ray. I'm gonna take control of the screen again.
Mhm.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
I hate to
No
be a
problem.
drag. Can you just circle around it for me a little bit so I can see it clearer? Because I got to get used to seeing it more. It's my
Okay.
fault.
Okay, it's all good. What you want him to do?
I'm looking for that trap and where you guys are watching, because I didn't see where the cursor was going. I'm on my Android, but I'm in here.
Okay.
I'm in here to get.
All right. So basically, what we did was we basically updated the support and resistance. Over here, this is where the market for this particular pair is right now.
Got it.
We basically went to the left and back tested to see if this was a good zone. If
Okay.
does it come here a lot? And
Yeah.
we found out that it did.
Okay.
Because like if it didn't, then we need to move the zone to to set the better price trap.
Got you. Okay.
Right. Now, do you know what's happening right here, right now? What we're waiting for?
Okay. Let me see. So, green, red. I'm trying to know, but let's see. So I know we're seeing like the price action inside the support and the resistance. Okay, seeing that,
Right.
and then the
Right.
green is popping up to the line to the resistance line, right? And
But
then
man,
we got the
we're about
red
to make
candle.
you a Chicago sports fan real quick. Check this out. You see this green one right here? This is a
Yes.
bearish candle. Well, no,
Right.
not a bearish, but
It's
it's a
going long, right?
bullish. It's a bullish candle, meaning it's going up. It started down here, went up, and then came back down. That explains the wicks and whatnot on the candle.
Got it. Yes.
So the next one that's on this current hour, this is what's called a bearish candle.
It's going
So
short.
it started like down here, went back up, but then right there. So it's still in the process is going down. You're gonna remember when I said Chicago sports fan? You're watching out for the Bulls and the Bears here. The Bulls, yeah. You want to look out for the Bulls because the Bulls means it's going up, and Bears is when it's going down. Now we're really just trying to see right now if it's going to hop through this ceiling right here, this resistance, or whether it's going to go back down and continue to have some conversation, or as ISIS like to say, ping pong.
Gotcha.
You understand
Okay.
now?
That clears it up for me. Yes.
Cool.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's
Thank
go, Ray. Y'all drop some
Ray.
signs in there.
Yeah,
for Ray.
That's what's
Woo!
up.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go, Ray. I'm telling you, y'all, Ray gonna be a beast from the streets. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Ray. I'm definitely gonna have you as one of my educators here coming up soon because you laid that out. So yes. And who was that who asked the question really quick?
That was I'm so new I forgot what my name is. Money Works.
Money Works. Money Works.
Money Works.
I love it. How new are you?
This is the first day of my second week. I feel like I'm a little behind the curve though, but I'm pushing through the brushes though. I'm gonna make it.
Got you.
Man, you're doing great, man. Keep it at it.
Let's
Appreciate
go.
y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Let's go. Yeah, just knock out. Did you already finish all the academy?
Actually, no, because I was over the weekend trying to pull through and then do the academy and the other stuff. So I actually went from 0 to like what was that to the mid 2s. I was going to finish out, but I was going back over some of there's some SK5 stuff in there, and maybe I'm trying to go too much, but
yeah.
my next thing is like you guys were saying, I'm gonna finish up the academy.
Gotcha.
And then and keep it moving.
Yes, and that can happen sometimes. That's why I walk my people through a system. So because you'll see everybody doing this and doing that and doing that, and you just kind of stay clear. So normally how I do it is after everybody finishes the academy, I get the people to start placing at least 10 trades a day from the harmonic scanner while they're watching Christopher Derrick, so they can be studying our strategy. So I'm not sure who got you in.
Francois.
Yeah, Francois, he gonna get you together.
Yeah, that's true.
Amazing.
Francois and John.
Yeah, they gonna get you together. Yep, they gonna get you right on together, man. So welcome to the squad. Okay, Ray, let me get my screen back.
Go ahead, have it. Let me stop share.
Okay, cool beans. Okay, cool. Let me go back. All right, you guys. Now that was really good. Did anybody else have any other questions before we go into watching? I could take maybe about 2 questions, and we're gonna go into watching some videos together. No question is a dumb question. Now somebody had me on the phone. They was asking questions. I said, be on the call tonight. What Phyllis said. Phyllis gonna be the one asking. Where you at, Phyllis?
Hey, Coach, I got a question.
Sure, go ahead, J-Box.
On your last thing that you was marking up, I was just curious, why did you choose that lower candle instead of choosing that? I saw 2 other spots that could have been a possible area of choice for as wick-wise, and I was just wondering on that particular one why you chose that.
Probably because I went back to back test it to see how much the market has hit that point before. So remember, like, this is why I said it's easier to watch Christopher Derrick, because it's not going to be a precise, like you got to precisely be right here, because there's instance where I mark up a chart, y'all may mark it up different, and y'all already experiencing the move, and I haven't experienced the move yet. So only thing you really want to focus on is where are the areas where the market has broken retest. So let's do this, for example. So I don't know if you guys have been watching Christopher Derrick, but he said a good way to back test it is to find all the areas where the market, where you can enter the market at. So like, for example, we get our eclipse. We know that this is a good entry point, right? We know this is a good entry point. So this is what y'all should be doing when y'all marking up your chart. So this is what you first do. Look for all the entry points. Let me see. Let me make it bigger. Oops. Okay. All right. Let me see. Be a little area right there too. All right. And then what you do is once you find those areas, you put your horizontal lines on top of these areas. This is just back testing. This is not, our final product is just the ceiling and the floor. But this, what I'm showing you, is just to get you warmed up with being able to be like, well, where do I put the lines at? Right? You're putting the lines where price has broken retest, right? So we're gonna take it back so you can see. Right? Now look at these lines. These cute little lines I put. You see how, for example, it broke through, it retested all the way back, it retested, it traded, then it got trapped, right? It broke through, it retested, it traded. It broke through, it retested, it traded. It broke through, it retested, it traded. So this is how you know your areas, because you're going back and you're examining to see how price acts off these areas in the past. Like, look at this line. Price breaks through, it retests, it traded all the way down. Tried to come up, couldn't really break it. It fell back down, came back up. So these are just all areas where price has either broke through or struggled to break through. So when you start to mark this up, that's what you're doing. You're just getting a feel, and you put your ceiling in, you know, and then you just I thought y'all was talking to me. And then you just back testing. You just checking it out. You just playing with it. You're seeing like what's going on. See, this pair is hold on, let me see. Let me move this little thing out of the way. This pair is, and don't worry, when we get off the call, I'm gonna do a one-on-one for y'all. So a little more. So EuroCAD is EuroCAD, Sunshine. So we come here, we're putting on our floor. So this is what I recommend doing until you can start identifying these places just look at all the areas where we see pullback. And we're going to actually watch the first video so you can understand what I just did when I highlighted these points. Okay, did that help you a little bit, J-Boss?
Oh yeah, Coach, I got that part. I was just curious because like I've been watching all of Christopher Derrick's videos, so I've been heavily watching Christopher Derrick and only doing Christopher Derrick price trap, and actually been over 60% accurate so far in the trades I've been doing. So I was just curious on why did you chose that lower area compared to areas I thought that was closer that had a lot of structure. And I was just curious why you chose that. That's all.
Do you remember which pair it was?
It was the one right before you started talking to Ray.
I didn't talk so much after that.
I forgot. I was just curious though.
Man, I thought you was getting at
Was
me.
it
I was like,
US
man, come on,
I
man.
think it was I think it was USD JPY.
Yeah, that's the one he had. Are you talking about right here?
Yeah, that's the one.
So you didn't put your ceiling here?
Well, I would have put my ceiling there, but as far as the floor,
So you would have put your floor here?
possibly there.
Okay, well, there's no right or wrong. Like I said, like, put
Yeah.
it, you get what I'm saying? Because that was the whole purpose of me doing that back test to show you that it happens in various areas. Like, you could do it right here too. Sometimes you see Christopher Derrick, he'll do 3 lines. So you'll be waiting for it to break up or break down. And then you can use this as because they'll get trapped in here too. So you can use these two to either break back up or break down, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oops.
It makes sense.
I don't know what it did. All right,
I
let's.
was just curious if I saw some more sauce. That's all.
Okay, cool. So let's move on to some videos. You guys watch it together and then do some little tests. But I really want to pull up the video on what I just did, which is what was that at? Basically, I gotta remember which video it is. Support resistance. We're definitely gonna get it. Pullbacks. Let's look at this pullback video real quick too. We're gonna watch this together. So everybody mute your lines. And we're going to do some questions after this.
Welcome back to the IML Academy. In this video, we're going to discuss what is a pullback. Now, to better understand what a pullback is, we have to remind ourselves which directions does the market move. We know that the market goes in an upwards direction, the market goes in a downward direction, and then the market also goes in a sideways direction. So to understand what a pullback is, let's do an example of what an uptrend is. As we know, when the market makes an uptrend, the market goes up.
It was just me too.
It's on my right.
It's
Me too.
silent.
The market goes up, the market comes down, and the market goes back up, creating this uptrending formation of higher highs. The market goes up, the market comes down, and the market goes back up, creating this uptrending formation of higher highs and higher lows inside of the market. So when making an uptrend, using price action, we can understand that as long as price is above this uptrending line, the overall direction of the market is up. However, there are going to be points where the market is going to have to come back down because the market cannot go up forever. So at these specific points, when the market pulls back to the trend line, this is what's known as a pullback. So as we see here, the market is pulling back to the trend. As we see here, the market is pulling back to the trend before creating and resuming that upwards position. Let's take a look at the live market and identify some pullbacks inside of the market. We'll begin right over here. By simply connecting our data points, we can see that the market is in an uptrending motion. However, these specific points, when price finds a resistance, price begins to pull back to the trend before resuming up. It finds a new resistance and then pulls back to the trend before resuming up. then it finds a new resistance before pulling back to the trend and resuming upwards. These key areas is what's known as a pullback inside of the market. Getting good at being able to identify pullbacks will help you as a trader really read and understand the direction the market wants to go. Is the market in a pullback, or is the market resuming the upwards direction? Now, as you can see, the market can make several pullbacks. So in this upward trend, these are the pullbacks for the trend. In this downward trend here, these are the pullbacks to the downtrend. Now, if we look at this massive trend, if we look at a trend on a bigger level here, this entire area would be considered a pullback to this big trend line here before resuming in this upwards direction. Now, as the trend continues to resume in an upwards direction, look at how the market is pulling back to the trend line here. And you can clearly see I'm using price action to connect my data points in the market to give me a good reading to say the market is going to resume up. From here, the market broke that uptrend and is going to resume up inside of the market. So as you see, ladies and gentlemen, pullbacks are very, very key points to be able to identify good opportunities inside of the market. Now that we understand what a pullback is, let me show you guys some real life ways to utilize pullbacks inside of the market. I'm going to come here and draw support, resistance,
looks familiar,
inside of this market here. Now, as we see here for the support resistances, we're going to connect these things with a trend line inside of the market. And what we're going to look for is we're going to look for the pullback to come right back down to this brand new support and resistance while creating that trend and resuming the market up. So as you can see, when the market pulls back down to the trend line and finds new support, these are the optimal areas to be able to begin to buy inside of the market. With that being said, we hope you found this training on pullbacks insightful and enlightening inside of the market.
Now, I feel some people's eyebrows twitch, baby, off that last video. I felt so confused in the eyebrows. Now, let me tell y'all something. My two and a half, almost year journey with trading, I still have aha moments where it's like, oh, that's what they mean. So I'm going to tell y'all for sure. I had to watch this video a couple times. Don't expect to go through this academy and be ready to just hit it off. Everybody can't do that. Some people do get in here and know it off the bat, but not everybody works like that. Just like if we was to go to a piano lesson today, we get through the whole piano lesson, don't mean we're about to be a no Mozart, right? So it's going to take a little time, which we can agree we can do it, because guess what? We give our job 5, 10, 15 years plus. So why can't we take, Chad always says about 18 months to learn this so you can start to make 6 or 7 figures. Because let's just face it, your job's not going to be pushing out 6 or 7 figures. The average job, now I don't know what some of you guys do, but the average job is not going to be busting out 6 and 7 figures, you guys. So this is our way to just give this some time, because the money is there. Some of you guys see a lot of people in the groups, they're posting their results. So the money is there. So you're probably going to need to play this one over, but it's kind of what I just showed Jay Boss when I had came down to, I think it kind of messed. Oh, yeah. When I had came down here and I showed you guys, I identified the pullback areas where we could have got in. Like we could have got in here, and then look, the market pulled up a little bit, got in, right? Went all down, pulled back again. We got in and went down. This even could be a little pullback area. Went down. So really, that's my phone? That's my phone? No, my phone right here. My phone right here. So, so you guys, so just really get familiar with, this is one of your homework assignments. Your homework assignment is to mark up 10 charts. Yes, you could do it because today's Monday and I'm going to be expecting the homework to be sent to me before this next call on Monday. Now, I can't force y'all to do it because y'all grown, but the coachable ones are going to be the ones that's going to send it to me. And those are going to be the ones that's going to fully understand this and prosper the most. Okay, so don't just like hear what I say, like really do it, you guys, because we're doing these calls for y'all. Like, I'm so tired right now, but I love y'all so much. I'm on here, but I really could be in the bed right now, right? So, definitely don't take this lightly, So let's go ahead and go on to the next video, you guys. All righty. Let's see what we got cracking here. Let's see if we got something in the comment bar. Okay, somebody threw some money signs. All right, so we got kind of an idea of what the pullback is. I'm kind of just skipping around today. I know we do have some new people on the call. So today we're going to key videos, because if you already went to the academy, write this down. Some of the videos that you want to continue to go through is support and resistance, lot sizes, what is a pip. I'm going to say it again. Lot sizes, what is a pip, support and resistance, stop loss. I said, did I forget anything important? How to calculate pips. I already said that. Stop loss, lot size, trend line. Trend lines, yeah, know how to trend line. We're going to see that one next. But yeah, trend line. But let's go into the support and resistance a little bit more in depth.
The hermetic
Yeah,
scanner.
for the whole visual, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, squad. I'm back again.
Here it is. You were supposed to watch 2-3 videos of Christopher Derrick. Watch the video on trend lines, support and resistance, stop loss, lot size, how to calculate pips, and then start marking up your charts using the break retest trade.
Yes. Marking up the charts using the break retest trade and then identifying the pullbacks. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, can hear you now.
You're live now.
All right, you guys. All right.
In this video, we are going to discuss support and resistance. We want to first look at the theory behind it. So let's just say we have a house, and of course, not a great house, but let's just say we have a house here. And you are in your house, and you're standing on the floor. So the floor is the support, and the ceiling is the resistance. So this is a resistance. This is a support. What happens if you break resistance, and let's just say you jump through, right? My interpretation. If you went through the resistance, through the ceiling, put a hold. Now you're on top of resistance. This now becomes support. Okay? So that's about it. That's the theory behind it. Let's look at it and let's take a look at charts. Okay. Here is what they call a swing high, a swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. Okay. This is a low. That's a high. Okay. So these are swings. You can look at the market and just determine swing highs and swing lows. They do play a part later on when you're doing work. For instance, right here, that swing high became important when the market traded what they call tested up, failed. If we look at the charts up here, so here, that's resistance above the market at the time, right? Market went up,
found resistance, came down here, as you can see, prior swing low, that's a support. And then up here again, resistance based on this. The market consistently likes to, quote unquote, test areas. For instance, market made a low, bounced up, here's resistance, market tested resistance, and then tested back down against the prior support. Held, and it took what they call impulse or a strong move to get out of this prior resistance. This now becomes a floor. So should the market pull back, that's considered a pullback, that would be support, looking at the prior swing high. So
let me pause that real quick. So just like he said, like I don't know if I can make it bigger. So like he said, the market pushed through this strong area. So this area right here where you see my cursor, this area was previously a ceiling, aka resistance. Remember, when you hear people say resistance, they're talking about the ceiling. When you hear people say ceiling, they're talking about the resistance. So remember, write these vocabulary words down. Get you some flashcards. You're not going to remember everything off face value. That's why I was also saying get love keys flashcards, because when you're out and about, you could just take those cards and take it all the way back school style to learn these vocabulary. So it broke through the ceiling. Now the ceiling became a floor. Now for the longest, I did not understand what that meant. I said, okay, it's a floor, it's a ceiling. What they mean? And then it was one of those, aha, I just had to keep watching the video. So why they say that the ceiling became a floor, because now if you look in this area right here, the candles are on top of the ceiling. So now, of course, since the candles are on top of the ceiling, it's giving it support just like the floor. Just like if we was to get on top of our roof right now at our house, we'll be walking on the roof, and that roof will be our support. It's supporting us up. You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I remember. And then y'all remember back in the day, and I know some of y'all older and some of y'all younger, but there was this song called Raise the Roof. Everybody just raise the roof. Y'all remember that one? So that's what I think about when I think about resistance. I think about raising the roof. You can't push through it, you know? I think about that dance. So I just kind of wanted to pause that really quick. I'm going to keep playing it.
Support and resistance basically is just swing highs and swing lows, as you can see even here, right? Market tested on the way down to a prior support and held. Swing highs and swing lows are the easiest way to define a support and resistance. There are other ways, a little bit more complex, but keeping it basic, this is how you identify support and resistance. It's essentially looking at highs, prior lows, and how the market affects things. So if we take this from here, going across, right? That was a prior resistance, became support on the test down before going higher.
So let me pause that right there too. So we got our ceiling, we got our floor. There goes our price trap, y'all. Finally, price broke above the ceiling. Now the ceiling is a floor. Look, it's a floor to all of this. You see? It's a floor to all of this. Then they had to get a new ceiling. Then the market was working. Boosh, it bust through the ceiling. Now this whole, if he would have just drew a line all the way across, now the ceiling became a floor. Then guess what? Now it's trapped between these two. La, 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 la. Boom, it busts back down through the floor. Now that floor became a what? A ceiling. La, 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 la. Boom, we broke down another level. Now what was previously our floor is now our ceiling to these candles. So that's why I say support.
That's the M right there, right?
Yep, that's the M. You can also trade off the M and the W's as well. Yep. So that's all. That's why I told you guys earlier, support and resistance is really just the same thing, because they exchange places always in the market. So the more you mark up this chart and identify those areas, then that brings it back to J-Boss question. Like, well, why did you put it there? It was just an area that I personally looked at where the market was. But you see the market, you see the support and resistance in various different areas. So that's why it's really like no right or wrong, as long as you're just kind of like making sure that it is a level where you have strong support and resistance, okay?
Hope you enjoy the video. My name is Christopher Terry, and this is
Okay, that was it for that one. Now let's open it up for questions for you guys, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of questions, and then I'm gonna get ready to end this call. You guys, I gotta do another little quick training with some people here with me at the house. So let's talk about that. Anybody have any questions on what you just said?
Quick comment. You were saying about, and the brother was talking about before, well, why did you look at it here, or why did you look at it there? In the academy, when they go through the ones, it goes along with the support and resistance. They also have the section about trend lines, and they were talking about exactly what you said. How nobody's going to do it the same way, but what you're looking for is you are looking for those pullbacks to create that trend line, and so then the trend line winds up enabling you to see where the pullbacks do, come back now. And now, if you find pullback, basically what I got out of that was, if you find a starting point that makes sense, where you can begin to identify those nodes of pullback. Number one, first the dots, you connect the dots, and you can see the trend going up, and then you can see how the pullback brings the price. The price action back down to the trend line, but that wherever an individual can see and make sense of those trend lines is going to be what makes sense for you, and you'll be able to see the pip values, the differences in the pip values that will make that light come on for you and say, oh, okay, this makes sense for me to look here, and I can look at some areas that seem to be testing as well. But it centers around what you were saying about the generation of how you've drawn the line based on your own vision, but that's how you're basically going to artistically pull out what's going to make sense as your trend line. I hope I didn't confuse it up too much. Does that make sense?
No, that makes a lot of sense. You're so right. Like, that's what I love about trading. There's no right or wrong about it. It's really about how you kind of see it. Now, of course, there is some factors, like you said, with your support and resistance in your zones. But just for example, Paul he pointed out an M on the chart. Some people just trade off the M's and the W's. Like, there's so many ways to make money off of this market, you guys. That's why I said there's no way that we can lose at this. As long as we learn the core things, we're in it. We're in it. So thank you so much for identifying that. We're going to watch one more video, you guys, and then we're going to close it off with questions. One more video. I don't want to keep Sunshine because she got to drive me back home. I don't want you to be sleepy. So we're going to look at, this is going to be our last video because it's 7 minutes.
I want to be going over today. It's pretty much price reversal zones. For me, what I found was areas within the market where price pretty much reversed within the. Welcome to IMO Academy. What I want to be going over today is pretty much price reversal zones. For me, what I found was areas within the market where price pretty much reversed within these areas based off a couple key things. What price reversal zones are is an area around support and resistance where price tends to reverse. So obviously you guys have already went through the support and resistance video, but adding on to that, I want to give you guys a visual reference, a visual tool to be able to help you guys when it comes to seeing what really is going on within the markets, so we can understand market structure. Okay, I'm going to delete this. Now, we already went over support and resistance. I want you guys to see exactly why I drew what I drew. As you guys can see here, price continued to break above broken area that was once resistance, aka a ceiling, and it came back and became a floor. It broke above an area where there was a ceiling, it came back and became a floor. As you can see, there's also a ceiling over here as well.
Price broke above, and tested right here, made a little resistance. It also was support. What did it do? Price came back and tested it as the floor. Okay, what did price do? It broke above this area of resistance or a ceiling. It came back and tested as the floor. And look again, resistance, the ceiling, came back and tested as the floor. And now I want to show you guys exactly what to do around these areas, just to give you that visual tool. What I do is I look for areas within where prices for support and resistance. And look closely. Obviously, I see price bouncing and testing off of this level, but at the same time, what else is there? There's these things called wicks. What wicks are is pretty much these lines. These aren't full candles. It means price came in and got the heck away from that area. So in order to draw these zones out, these price reversal zones, I could pick any wick that's either touching or crossing the area of support and resistance as a visual resource. So
now, y'all, that should have been something y'all wrote down, figuring out where you do because what he's doing is, this is Christopher Derrick, so he practices that break, retest, trade, price trap strategy. So I'm going to pull it back so y'all can write this on your notes. So something very important on how to identify which wicks to put it on.
Area of support and resistance as a visual resource. So for example, I could pick this wick to this body of the candle because it's an area of support. Now draw it all the way up to the body of that candle. Now drag it all the way across. As you guys can see closely, I drew it from the wick, the body of the candle, drew it all the way across. Is that a coincidence that price came in and tested off of it? No, it's not. Again, look, an area of resistance. Like before, resistance. As you guys can see, there's wicks here, a wick here, a wick here. I could pick the one all the way over here and go from that wick to the body of that candle, drag it all the way across. You could be able to see the price literally bounced off. We'll keep continuing. Watch. Price breaks above. There's a little area of resistance, but also support here. All right? I look closely. I'm able to see wicks here, see wicks here, and a wick here. Where's price touching support and resistance? Right here. I go wick to the body of that candle and go all the way across. As you guys can see, price literally tapped off that area, reversed. And continue along over here. Area of resistance, also area of support. To my left, see wicks here, wick here, even a wick here. I can pick this random one right here, wick to the body of the candle, go all the way across. Right? Awesome. Drag it. See? And then last but not least, this one up here. Same thing. Wicks, wicks, wicks. I can even just take this wick right here, body of the candle, go all the way across. You're able to see how price dipped into that little price reversal zone, reverse. Now, we utilize these price reversal zones just for a visual reference, but look closely, guys. You see how price reversed every single one of these price reversal zones. You're waiting price using support and resistance lines. Draw these zones up so you can have a visual of where you can enter the trade setups. These are pretty much the price reversal zones. You can test it pretty much in every single chart. We're utilizing, like I said, it's a support and resistance lines, drawing the price reversal boxes around the wicks, around the support and resistance lines. To even clarify, I'm going to do it again over here as a downtrend. All right, you guys can see here, area of support. You guys can see here, area of support, now resistance. You guys can see here, support, resistance. As you guys can see here, so we'll keep it simple. So as you guys can see, price broke an area that was once support and came up to test as resistance. I can literally draw this out, any wick along this area. You can see how price literally tried to go into this area and it didn't stay in there. You can pick this wick to the body of this candle, You will see how price broke below. Test. You made this big wick right here as well. Look how accurate this is, right? You see area of support from this wick to the body of the candle all the way across. You will see how price broke it, pretty much just tapped off it before it dropped. Last but not least, look within this area. You don't see wicks. You see big wick here. We're going to look in the past. Look at all the wicks over here. You drop from this wick, body of that candle, shoot this all the way across. I'm able to see areas where price reversed. Now, what I'm doing within these areas is I'm looking for positions to sell the market, especially if it's going into a downtrend. All right. This is pretty much how to utilize support and resistance levels and to draw price reversal zones. I appreciate you guys for watching this. I will tailor this all together.
All right, you guys. So definitely put this one down in your book to watch. This is another one. Put on your homework list to watch is the price reversal zone video and the pullback video. So the price reversal zone video and pullback. Now, if you're brand new, then of course you want to just knock out the whole academy, and eventually you're gonna run across these videos anyway. But watch it a couple of times so it can stick. You may not get it that one time, you guys. But that's the end of our call today. I'm gonna open it up for maybe 1 or 2 more questions, you guys, and we're gonna go ahead and end it. And I will catch you guys on the Tuesday tomorrow at the 8 a.m. New York trading session. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns?
Just quickly, you said that this is recorded?
Was this recorded? Yes, it's recording. I am actually looking for a volunteer who wants to stay on top of uploading all the videos. I think I had J Boss. I don't know, J Boss, you still want to do it? We got to make it happen. The people that have the videos. So yeah, it's gonna be recorded. We're gonna drop the recording.
When you record, don't they automatically pop in the media?
Yeah, they do, but I normally upload it to my YouTube channel. But I really don't like these recorded because here's the thing, like we didn't go too deep today, but normally I do the whole academy on here. And so it doesn't make it fair for like if this video leaks out and it's like the whole academy on the video, then you know what I'm saying, people pay for this. So I really don't put this one online. I really don't try to record it if I'm going deep into the academy because people pay for the academy. So I don't want it to get out and people are just like,
that's right.
Yeah. Like, but today I didn't go too deep. So yeah, I'll definitely upload this one. I'll have it tomorrow.
Okay.
All
the
right.
videos were good. The videos were good, but I was really getting a lot of benefit out of you guys' notes and comments. So I just want to say thank you all and get out your way. Thanks.
Amazing. Thank you for being here. All right, family. It was a pleasure today being on this call with you guys. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you utilize those groups. That's what they're there for. They're there to help each and every one of us grow and prosper on this Forex journey. So I will catch you guys tomorrow on the NYC session. The link is the same link like you're using today. So get used to saving this link. Put it on your notes or your cell phone so you don't have to be like, well, what's the link? What's the link? It's the same link every time on Monday. Not unless otherwise posted, you guys. So peace, love, and prosperity. And I'll see you guys in a new day.